Welcome to Island Hooking, and I want to share another safety tip for everyone. Usually the area that you want to go and cast, make sure that it's a nice area, um, an area that you can get good balance, and you don't want to go in an area where it's kind of like a point, then it can be off balance and dangerous. But again, depending on your skills. But what I like to do is make sure that at least I have at least 2 to 3 feet of room in front of me, because you don't want to be at the water's edge, because if the GT does strike, it strikes hard and fast, and something catches you off guard, and the initial pull, you might just pull you forward, and you might have to take a step or two, and if you're at the edge, you might actually just fall into the ocean. So that's something to really keep in mind. A lot of times too, I know sometimes we forget to adjust the drag, and something might be a little bit tighter than we expected, and that pull might actually push you forward again. So you have to be real careful. And a lot of times when you're casting, sometimes we forget to flip the bell, and that by not flipping the bell, that forward momentum might push you forward, or your tip might be tangled. So all these small little things that just might make you move forward, you want to have at least 1 or 2 or 3 feet in front of you. And same thing goes with the back. You want 2 to 3 feet of space in the back. You want to make sure it's safe, there's no holes back there or whatever, because if you're fighting the fish, and most times when you're boosting the fish in, you're kind of using your body weight. If that line ever snaps, or your pole ever breaks, or the fish ever spits out the hook, you're going to be going backwards. And you don't want to fall into a hole behind you, or get really seriously hurt, because you don't have that much space. So you kind of want to make sure that you have some leeway, front and back. And if you have to stay in a small area, just make sure that you loosen up the drag a little, so when the initial hit strikes, it won't pull you into the water. The reel will do a lot of the fighting, but of course you have a bigger chance of the fish spitting out the hook. So it's a give and take thing. Yeah, a lot of people like to tighten up the drag a little bit, so when the fish hits it, it'll just grab, and you'll get that hook, a better hookup. But again, it all depends on where you're standing too. So you have to be just a little bit safe, because you can get hurt even standing on the area that you're fishing or whipping or plugging. So just little things to remember when you're out there looking for a place to stand. Just make sure it's safe, and again, watch the winds. If it's strong, you don't want to be on a high point, and you don't want. And if it is strong, just make sure you have a lot of space to go forward or back, because that wind will rock you. And over here you have that strong gust that comes down from time to time, so and it will catch you off guard sometimes. So you have to be real careful. So I just want to say, be safe out there, have fun, and sun's coming up, tide's coming up. I gotta go back fishing. I'll check you guys later on Island Hooking. Take care.